that you gotta
Put her in Chanel. Put her in Chanel.
How you say you love me, you ain't for me in Chanel. How you say you love me, you ain't for me.
Hey guys, it's your girl Mariah. If you've already joined the vibe, welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Mariah. You could call me 3M. And before this video gets started or anything, I just wanted to say thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for everything. So yeah. Okay, so today's video, we are going to be doing my April TBR. So in the last video, I did my little book haul, showed you guys what books I have. And this was a way for me to be able to gain motivation to start my hobby of reading again in the Big 26. So now it's gonna be my to be read. So for April is coming up very quickly. We have like maybe 4 or 5 days up until it happens. So, I just really wanted to like have it set for today so that way when April does happen, I already have books. Or I can start it towards like right now or whatever. So it doesn't really matter because it's towards the end of the month, but it is like April TBR. So before I get to how the TBR will go, if you haven't already, make sure to like the video if you enjoy it, and if you have enjoyed the vibe, and if you like the vibe, join the vibe by subscribing to 3M Vlogs, the YouTube channel, and make sure you comment down below any video recommendations, any tips or tricks, like yes, you love the video, oh no, you need to post better. You guys can literally post anything. So without further ado, let's get started. So how this is gonna go is, so over there, I will show in just a minute, I have my laptop, and for choosing our TBR, I am using a wheel generator. I was gonna do a TBR jar, but unfortunately I don't have any jars. Yeah. So for this little TBR, I have a total of 24 books. A lot of them were rereads, but surprisingly a lot more of them were not. So what I thought of doing is choosing maybe like 4 or 5 books to help me. Mainly I'm sticking with 4 to see how well I go through them, especially with like school and like how life is. So when I'm bored, I can have a book to read or two. And then, it also is the even number to start out with. So if you guys didn't watch my last video, I have a lot of murder mysteries. And the quite a few rereads are mostly like the ones I've read already that I said, and like I already be familiar with it, but it wouldn't matter. I'm accepting rereads. There's a couple books I left out. There's also one I added on, which was We Were Liars. That's because while I was filming, after I was filming, I was looking for something, and I found the book in one of the boxes, and then I was like, oh, I already posted, so it's okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the TBR wheel, and then we'll get the first book. Okay guys, so as you can see, ignore those tabs up there. I will speak on that on another time. But we have our wheel generator. Like I said, 24 entries I counted, and there's like a total of 7 rereads, which is not actually all that bad as I thought. I did get rid of a couple only because I was like, I'm not really gonna add those because a lot of them are like kids books or just like ones that weren't able. There was like 2 or 3, so it didn't really like end up to be all that bad. But without further ado, let's spin the wheel. Okay, guys, so on the wheel generator, it said that our first pick for April is The Silent Patient by Alex Melishades. This book, oh my gosh, I am low-key excited to reread it. I think it'll definitely pick me out of my book slump because it's horror, it's like that perfect mix, the way he wrote, and like when I read it last, I remember it was like so many chapters were left on cliffhangers, and I was like, wait, what happens next? And to be able to read it, like low key is very fun. If you guys don't know what this book is about already, if you guys didn't see like my last like video, it's about a girl. Her name is Alicia Brunson, and it follows her on her story about how she murdered her husband one night, and she ends up going to a mental hospital, and she doesn't speak at all. She doesn't talk. She doesn't do anything, and then there's this psychotherapist named Theo, and he decides that he's like part new of the like criminal thing, and she is one of his first patients, and you just get to follow the story on how she creepily like becomes like more comfortable with him, and then like tells her story and stuff, and it's an amazing read. So I'm low-key excited to pick this up. Okay, so now that we have our first book, sorry, I'm gonna go ahead and choose the second one. Okay, so now we can remove this off our TBR. And then now we get to spin again. Okay, so for our next book for April, we have Under Lock and Key by Lana Ferguson. And for those who like don't know what this book is about, it's about this girl. We follow Kiana, or Kay, and she was raised by a single father, and she like finds herself like not wanting, or like in this world where like she doesn't trust it, and she just lived with like secrets and like a bad like family background, and she finds like a gorgeous angry Scotsman who thinks she's an idiot and she like doesn't like have a clue, and then it's like a point of view of him. His name is Lachlan, and his own secrets are meant to be kept, and like Under Lock and Key is basically about finding out what both their secrets are, and how like when they meet, like how their secrets like intertwine, from what I'm reading from, and they may think that like he's the lock to her key, or he's the key to her lock, whatever. So it's a cute romance. And I really think I'm gonna like it. So 2 books down and 2 more to go. Okay, so now that we're removing Under Lock and Key, I just also want to keep in mind that with the TBR wheel, if I were to not get to finish one of the books, or say like I remove one and then like I don't get to it on the TBR, I can always like re-add it on for May or whatever. So without further ado, let's give this one another go. Okay, guys, so for our third TBR read for April, we have Red Morning by Matthew Quirk. And if you guys didn't hear about what this book was about in the last video, basically, it's basically about this CIA officer named Sam who's been hunting down a Russian operative, and when he thinks that they find him in Gwenva, and like they feel like they gotten close, his partner gets killed, and the boss put him on leave and wanted to drop, like, just to leave the operative alone. And then he gets a mysterious call and a bomb goes off, and I guess the guy followed him to the US, and then like we just get to like follow how he finally stops this Russian operative. I'm definitely not a politic person, but this isn't like following like real life politics. So I'm really into, like, I don't know, it's kind of like one of those movies like you would see your parents watch, or like if you are an adult watching. Like, this is kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it sounds like a movie, like a cool action movie that you guys get to see where it's like, oh, we finally think we got the killer, and then we don't. You know, and we just get to see where it is. And I'm super excited to read it. And it doesn't seem to be all that bad of a book. So I'm really excited to give this one a try. Okay, and for the last book on our April TBR, we have 21st Birthday. Okay, so this is 21st Birthday by James Patterson. And I'm honestly, with the TBR that I have, I'm actually really surprised I ended up getting like newer unread books, because I thought, like, we started off with a reread, then we got these 2, and then we got like a third one, a third unread. So 3 new books and a reread. So that's really awesome. And it's the new Women's Murder Club novel. So basically, within the book, it is about a young wife and mother named Tara, and she goes missing along with her baby girl, and everyone thinks that it's like her husband had something to do with it, and apparently like some sort of evidence gets turned in, and like you get to see like whether if the husband is like, I don't know. it basically like runs through like the test and I guess like apparently like there is like this starts to get global and it goes out to all women. So I will get to read this book and find out more about it along with the other two. I already knew what this one's about, so I'm super excited to get back into reading with this one. And then like say like these two, like I like and these three, like I'm basically going off of like the diagnostic on what the book's about. I can definitely like see myself getting through some of these. And like this one is small, so like I can definitely like finish these. Definitely like these ones just because they're hardcover doesn't mean like they're not around the same. So with The Silent Patient, there's a prologue of this book, I guess. So I'm trying to find. So this one's 323. This one is 385, which is really close to 400. Red Warning is 420. And 21st Birthday by James Patterson is 403. So we got two 400-page books and we got two 300s. So it's not that bad to be able to get into a reading slump. I would definitely start out like the way that the TBR picked it. Definitely I'm very interested to find out what I think. And I can definitely leave a review for each of the books if you guys would like to see that. Like I said, I already know I'm gonna love Silent Treatment. See how the reread goes. And then these three, I can definitely also give a review on. But yeah. So if you guys really enjoyed this video, this was really fun. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you like the vibe, join the vibe by subscribing to the channel. And make sure you turn on post notifications so that way you won't miss another video. If you guys don't already, make sure to follow me on TikTok. And if you guys want to DM me or quote unquote text me, you guys can text me on Snapchat. Instagram is no-go so far. Yeah, if you guys have any questions and stuff like that, you guys can also just comment down below. And other than that, I hope you guys enjoy. God bless you guys.